Today on this episode of Let's Break the Big Six's Brother, we're going to rotate the tires. So you're going to need some tools on this, which is the 2007 Toyota Camry, engine doesn't matter, XLE model. This has like the alloy rims, the nice wheels without hubcaps. These are 21 millimeter. Always use the right tool for the job. 21 millimeter with the car still on the ground. Loosen the lug nuts. Just break them free. That's all you need to do. We're doing this side first. So we're going to come around here and chock the opposite wheel so the vehicle doesn't roll. Just in case, because we have to jack up that entire other side of the car. Find the appropriate jack point on the car. Somewhere in this neck of the woods, you're going to have to get under there and look. But you should see it, and there's a place where you can go and lift it. So we're going to lift this. You could oil your jack at a later time. Okay, we're off the ground. The other jack of choice is the one that came with the car. In the trunk, here's the handle. So we're now going to jack that up until we get this wheel off the ground. We have already loosened these lug nuts, just cracked them free. But we're not going to, loosen them all the way until we get the car up in the air. So now we're going to get the car up in the air. This is going to take a little while, but it goes up fairly quick. Because we've already broken these free, the little wrench that came with the car is going to be faster than using a breaker bar if yours is non-articulating. I'll just take the lug nuts off. Just kick it, grind it till you find it, and the wheel comes off. So we'll run that up there. Good time to just eyeball your brake pads in there, check your rotors, all that kind of good stuff in there.
Lifters.
And yeah, now we'll take the front. Pull the last lug nut. That's getting to be that time of the day. Kick it off and off you go.
We're going to wash them because they're off, and
Now's the time.
now's the time. I don't have to get that crazy washing them, but I definitely will wash them because why not?
So we're just going to put some stuff in here. Nice, good stuff. Rinse the wheel down. If you forget which is which, the front one's generally going to be a lot dirtier than the back. So in case you mix things up, you can tell by that. And Joe is just going to go ahead and schmeg this all down. Clean it up. We're not looking for absolute perfection. We're just looking for a lot better than it was. Look at on his thumb already. See all that? That brake dust and dirt and shit?
Yeah, these were done when I first got the car with a Brillo pad. So that's why they're coming up nice, because I already sat here and gave it a good 10 minutes each fucking. And again, it's just because you're taking them off.
Right, it's out, it's available. Look at all that. Now, we put the LA is Totally Awesome in here. Did you put a little shtickle of car wash soap in there too, I think?
Yeah.
So that's what we got in the bucket here. So that'll break all this free. We'll get this cleaned up and come back. Typical Joe, leaving skid marks everywhere. His poor pants. Nice and clean now. This was the front, and now it's going on the back. Oh, we could look. Wouldn't hurt. They should be squeezed tight right now.
They're very low.
I'll take a look. Yeah, rear brakes on here. There's about a little less than a 1/4 inch of pad left, so they're getting to be time. I would guess it'll probably go to Scott. I think he said 86 thou on it right now. Probably about 100, another 14 grand on it. Probably be about time for rear brakes. And yeah, rear brakes last a long time because the rear brakes do only about 25% of the work, and the front does 75% of the work. And the front is, well, you can kind of see it right there. Not great, not bad. It's got more meat than the back, but they're certainly not new. So we're now going to clean up the wheel that was in the back. That's the front. Now on the back, all cleaned up. I'll show you that again. A lot better than it was. A lot better than it was. Just a quick wipe down, brush, soap, water, the whole nine. Get it looking nice and Chitaliano de fucking you. So, go see the back, now turned front wheel. What are you making me out to be, just like a fucking washwoman now? Get the fuck out. Just get the fuck out.
I'm tired of this crap. You're tired? Why you staring so confused? You're not Joey. Joey, if you're tired of this crap, leave. Leave. Just leave me. Get the fuck out and just leave, Joe. I don't care. I don't care. You're tired of this crap, Joey. Leave. Get out. This is the mom. Joey, get out. Leave. You tired? Leave. Get out. Get out. Get out. You were tired? Get out. Get out. He's tired. Joey's tired. Get the fuck out. Get. You think I give a shit that you're tired? I don't give a shit. There you go. Look at that. All you need is a skirt and found a fucking pair of panties. Faggot bastard.
I'm a more meat in the back kind of guy, you know?
Right. All right, we'll get the whirl back on. And just start the lug nuts by hand. This is a breaker bar. It's big and it's long, and it has a 21mm socket on it, which fits the wheels. We use this to break the lug nuts free. You can use the little wrench that comes with the car, which is around. He's actually using it. You saw it before, but you don't get a lot of leverage with that. Fine to spin the lug nuts back on because it's short, so it's easy to spin around. But then we're going to tighten them down properly later on. We're just looking for snug now, not incredibly tight. That gets done when the vehicle is lowered to the ground. Lug nuts are snug. We've lowered the car so the back wheel is on the ground. And now we're putting the breaker bar back on. This is not the right way to do this. You're supposed to use a torque wrench and tighten to, check the book, usually about 76 foot-pounds. So we're just kind of doing it by eye kind of thing right here. So the next time you get a flat and you go somewhere to get it fixed, and they got the monkey that puts the air ratchet on there, he's putting way too much torque on those. So when you get home, it would be wise, you can leave the car on the ground and loosen your lug nuts with your breaker bar, then put a torque wrench on there and tighten them up exactly how they're supposed to be. Now we're going to let the front down, just so the wheel hits the ground, and tighten that up to 76 and 0.34 foot-pounds. Let the car all the way down, and this side is done. When you tighten the lug nuts down, you want to go in a star pattern. This has 5 bolts, so up, down, left, right, close. So that way you hit all of them in an alternating pattern to ensure that the wheel is seated properly on the studs and everything goes down the way it's supposed to. If you go sequentially you might get one of them wobbly wheels, and you don't want to do that. So go in a star pattern. Even the monkeys at the garage that do your flat tires know to do that. So make sure you do that too. Other side, same thing.
Second, first, same as the first.
Move your wheel chock to the other side. We're going to do that before we jack it up. But just loosen them. You can loosen them any which way. Yeah, you see? That's what happens with the wrench, with the air impact wrench. Too tight. Way too tight. And that's why you need a breaker bar. It's moving. And also do the wrench like Joe has it. You see back, so you can put your entire body weight on it. Don't put it here and pull up. You won't get very far.
AAA would, I mean, that might be a good idea, getting AAA down here.
Dude, come on, I could jerk off harder than that.
Dude,
Come on, you got more power than that, don't you?
dude, I'm like putting all my weight on it. Like, what else can I do?
What else can you do?
Dude, I'm like lifting myself up. Ah!
So go that way, and this way you can put everything you got on it and loosen them as such.
Try not to hit the car, loosen it, and scrape your fender.
Yeah, you don't want to do that either. And once again, find your jack point, because otherwise you just go and crunch the whole car up like a tin can. You don't want to do that. So find the right point under the car. Usually it's marked. Yep, so about there, if you can measure that on your screen, which doesn't matter because everybody's screen is a different size, then you could pass out dead. Oh, going too far. I pushed too far. What happened? I broke one.
Hey, look how beautiful it is. Look at this.
Ah, clouds in the sky.
What's today? April 17th? Okay.
Yeah, 18.
April 17th, 2021.
Just said 18.
That's what you said. April 14th, 1995. Michelin. Hold on, ready? Oh, yeah, we get the back smack. You know, not to be because it's kind of us. Oh, see, what happens is, you know, it's at the end of the day.
When he's been in the sun, he gets stupid.
Right, be kind, rewind.
That's the saying of the week right now. So he's going to get the other jack. Going to put her under there. Once again, there's a mark there.
I just split my balls off.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I had the cardboard, and it went like that. I had an unexpected
Kick out.
kick out. Yes. Oh, hold
I
on.
always have to translate.
This is rated G for good. Now you want to get nuts, you just throw things around, and then you get on your back, and then you flip it around, you find the arrow. Right, oh, look at that, can't do that, hon. Right, because the car's jacked up on this side. Oh, am I going the wrong way?
He had the front of the car jacked up before, so the back end was lower. So the jack didn't have to be lowered all the way, but we're just going to do it the dumbest way possible because it's easier for him. So now we got to run this by hand. Don't they make a drill for that? Nah.
What'd you do this for? It actually is, the sidewalls here is dry rotted.
Oh.
I'm lucky every day. They say over 60 miles, anything that's bad got lines in it. This is
A little bit.
these
Getting there.
are very high potential blowouts because of the way they're rotted.
Yeah, they're going to get replaced before the winter.
It depends. I make one slide, I'm replacing them right away.
Oh yeah, I mean, really, not for nothing, brakes and tires you never ever fuck with. If there's a question, fix it.
Oh, I didn't pick that one up. Pirate?
All right, so we're doing the back first instead of the front. You can put it wherever you want. Oh, fuck are you.
Pick that up. You push that down.
Right.
Okay, shoot. Okay, gotta tighten the handle. Alright, Jack, go in.
Yeah, don't let the handles slam back and break your mirror off. That's a good tip.
Tip.
Tip ring sleeve. Tip ring sleeve for all I care. Oh, second verse, same as the first. Spin the lug nuts off, kick the tire till it falls off and falls on your foot. Do the same on the front, kick it off, and then go clean it down. At this point, he's taking his jacket off, so now you know we're getting serious.
No, we're getting tired and it's hot. It's soup. Sometimes it's soup. Let me tell you, you leave it on the hot soup all day, it's fucking hot all day. It's like soup.
Soup is hot, I know it's hot. It burnt my balls.
In the back.
Burnt my balls, I know it's hot.
Well, you gave Jason the soup. He spilled it all over my balls. What, you fucking laughing?
No, I'm just. No, yeah, he's hot.
Yeah, the soup is hot. I know it's hot. My balls are all burnt off. I ought to know it's hot.
See, the backs don't have that much brake dust because when you're doing 80 and the Mercedes in front of you gets a Bluetooth call, they don't know that they can just, they don't know they can press the button on the steering wheel, so they still grab it. Then they slam on their brakes. Now they got, you know, $80,000 brakes on that car. Me, I'm just little old Joe, however many miles on these brake pads, and you just basically cross your fingers that you don't know. 2007, right into the car. And it's unfortunate because my pads are just generic 4-wheel disc brakes.
Akebono FTW. That's for the win, by the way.
So, unfortunately,
get the Akebono pads and be done. They're Japanese made, Isaac 24, and they'll stop you pretty good.
yeah,
They're
I gotta
good.
get them in there first.
I put Wagner brakes on my 07. They work, but they're like the brakes on a truck. You get that. They were really grabby and really dusty and dirty. Akebonos I put on the Whiff's car, and let me tell you something. Not a lot of brake dust, and man, does that thing stop on a dime. It doesn't just stop on a dime, it actually goes backwards. So they stop pretty damn good. Stop on a dime, give you 3 cents change.
What do you got on? I got on sneakers. See that? They make you run fast. You can run, stop on a dime. I give you 9 cents change.
What do you see?
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it's Toyota. There's nothing to see.
See that
It's
the
just
car
here.
is lucky enough to be the exact same condition since August.
It's only been, 5, 6, 7, 9 months, 8 months.
Still no registration. Still no title.
Yeah, a few years that'll come in.
Yeah, it'll come in and then, wait, but they're paying the red light tickets, so
Good for them.
every other day it blinks when I go through them. Maybe that's their way of saying, okay, call the title company, tell them to hold off. I've gotten no bill, and if they have the balls to call me, my first response is going to be, oh wait, I've gone through a couple of red lights. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, we would like you to send us, $366. You've gone through 3 red lights. Absolutely no problem. I will be more than happy to send you all that money when the title and registration come to my house. Well, sir, you have to understand that it's not our fault that if we send it out and it doesn't get processed.
He's just talking.
Well, it's not my fault that I sent out a check for $300 and it never got to you.
Right.
Thank you. Goodbye. Message DH5. The party you're trying to reach has been disconnected.
Yes, I seem to have been disconnected.
Yes, I seem to have been disconnected. Is this the young woman I spoke to?
I don't remember what was that, Yahtzee massage?
Okay, sir, they do, she has several different kind of massages here, but this...
What is it there? That damn there shiatsu or that Yahtzee massage? What type are they doing over there?
Oh
See,
man.
now you gotta edit everything.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, getting tired of doing that. Love when that that's just always nice.
Hit it under.
Make sure you brush it really good so you knock them weights off in there, because that way it'll keep the tire round, you know. Otherwise it's just putting weight on one side and it's out of balance that way. So make sure you break those off, because that's important.
I was going to go Italian and get the stickers, but no, it's already pitted. The weight is already on the tire.
The weight is on the tire. Not really.
This is what happened. Wait until the next video you watch when I get gas and go to a free car wash. That's next on Shit Tree Mechanics.
Shit tree. Shitaloo Metallics.
Right. You are shot.
That's the second time I flubbed my lines. This is not going to burst. That's looking fine.
No, that's corrugated. You don't even know what that means. So I apologize in advance that the first 7 minutes of this video was serious, and the last 25 minutes are obnoxious. But what really counts is that the very first 2 tires is exactly what you really wanted to notice. Everything after that is
I wanted to stop recording, but you never know what he's going to say next. So that's why I just kept it rolling
You just
with the
keep it
second
going,
side,
and then-
because the second side is exactly the same as the first. You just do the same thing again.
And if you don't know how to do it,
Then you just roll the video right back and try it again. You know, you see the same thing.
right, if you watch the video, that means someone else changed your tires. Coming up to an end. This is a good day. Oil is done. No leaks yet. Tires got cleaned more than any other person would clean them. They're going back on. We're gonna get gas for the week. We're gonna go to one of those Italian overpriced car washes that free gas means nothing because they're using the same water from their toilet. Tires need to be replaced. soon
Then the
as-
brown water comes off. Wow, look how dirty your car was. He's washing the tires, then he's going to a car wash. Just to be clear.
Well, let me tell you something. Now that's all in a good day.
I'm just glad that's outside.
Fucking jerk. You fucking jerk.
There's something Michigan plates don't have. Isaac 24. Put the rug nuts on, if you're Chinese. Oh, you make a wheel straight. Put rug nuts back on. Something else I wanted to point out in the front here is if you try to use an SAE on metric, they get fucked up. So don't do an XJO81X and try that. That's why we stopped by my house and got the metric socket, so this would actually work. So don't, use the right tool for the job. Tighten them down, make it snug, but don't go crazy till you let the car down, because otherwise you're just going to roll it off the jack and you're not going to have a good day.
And if you want to see that, there's plenty of channels where the car falls off the jack. And there's actually channels where the car falls off a complete lift.
Yeah, falling off the lift. I love it when they just jump off the dyno. That's always fun. You can look them
And they're
up
all
too.
strapped up too.
Yep. Sometimes them straps break. It's like when you go, hang gliding or something, and they have the
skydiving?
they have the rope, you know, to like tow you and put you up in the air and stuff like that.
Right.
They have that, and if you say to the Spanish guy there, you say, "How often do you change that rope?" He says, "Every time she breaks." So spin these on, get them a little snug, and then lower the car and tighten them down to your 76.34 foot-pounds. And make sure you put the wrench crooked. That works better that way. Put her on the ground. Get a nice wrench this time and torque it to spec in your star pattern, as explained before. See how we're kind of alternating, going around. Oh, little pelado.
That's what happens when you push too much. Smells like gasoline.
And then go around again and do your thing.
Do your
You
thing.
put your digital meter on there and find out the torque or the torque, depending on what part of the country you're in. Now it's broken. And the back, we're going to lower that down and tighten those up in exactly the same fashion. So because it's a shitty looking day outside, it's important to get the car washed after rotating the tires, because if you don't, then the tires won't like set in good, and then you're not going to get good grip on the road. So you want to make sure to get the car washed right after you rotate your tires for the best performance possible. Oh, nothing's leaking yet. Sunroof nice. I always hated this feeling because now you're like, okay, car's in neutral, but you keep wanting to step on the brake. You ever notice that?
Help me. Jesus, oh, Christ, help me.
The same dirty brushes that were just on that truck in front of us and now ripping the mirror off.
Can't see the car in front of you, so then you just shut it down, shut it down.
Rust inhibitor. Rain shield. I don't know what any of this shit is. Tire shine. Sure. Right, that gets all on the paint, you know. That helps it.
Blue one.
Blue one. The blue one.
I like to do this so it gets everything out of the way.
Oh, they just have the blowers up there. There's other ones that are like camera. Oh, it's red now. Woof. Big blowers. Oh, I feel air. And then these things, just because. Yeah. Go! So we're gonna go. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and clean your windows. They get dirty. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.